Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to carry on with the long sword challenge, seeing if I get a hunter rank 100. Just a quick update, I've been doing this for a week now, and we've only just got to the last 5 wastes. However, I've been playing a lot of the beta, and I've also been playing a lot of Rise with my brother. So we've been smashing through that, but now it's time to focus on World. So, we're now at the last 5 wastes. And honestly, this is probably one of my least favourite parts of the game. So, yeah, enjoy.
Waited this long to get our hands on the evidence we need. Don't get us killed now, Hunter.
No, dear me, a Rathian.
Jumpin' Jaggies, a Rathian.
So, as we're exploring through the Wild Spy Waste on the first quest, we do come across a Rathian, where you meant to sneak past it. You use your sling to kind of distract it and get past it. But, judging by the way that your engine off was in the Great Forest, yeah, it didn't go that well. We got aggroed and it chased after us, and yeah, we had a bit of a panic and ran because there's no way at this point of the game we can handle a Rathian. So we ran like little bitches. And after about 5-10 minutes of running around the Wildspire Waste, we finally found the monster of the hunt, a Baroth. And for some reason, these researchers like to reference a monster that's not even in the game. Yep, they keep saying jumping jaggies, which honestly, it's not even in World, and I do find kind of frustrating. Yeah, we found the Baroth. Let's kill it. No, I'm not gonna lie, the Baroth was the first test of my ability with a long sword. It's armoured, so things just bouncing off it. I was getting too greedy, going in for attacks, and really messed up here, and got my first feint. It's too greedy, wasn't really paying attention with my health, and bonk, carted. But we learned from our mistakes, we took our time, we didn't get too greedy, we waited for opportunities of attack, we exhausted it, we've got mounts off it, and knocked it over and got damage off from the mounts there, and eventually we got it. It wasn't a very flashy or fancy kill, just a straight up spirit slash combo, but we got it off a mount as well, so we knocked it over, finished it off. Awesome, job's a good one. And of course, after every hunt, make our way up to the smithy, and we have a little play about in there. So we were able to upgrade a few weapons. We also made the alloy waste, I think it was, which give us a defense boost, and we also just naturally upgraded the level of some of our armor, again just to give us more defense so we can handle some more tougher fights, because Barrow flooring us like that, it was a little bit embarrassing to be fair. So upgraded armor, better defense, ready for the next one. And now we head back to the Wildspire Waste for our next hunt. And this is probably one of the most disappointing quests and monsters for me, because up until this cutscene, you're looking around at some spiky dude, and it's like, oh, what is it? What is it? And if you played the game before, you know exactly what it is. But then you get big, dopey fish guy that splashes about, and that's about it. It's a terrible monster. I absolutely hate Gyarados, so I thoroughly enjoy killing it. I didn't really catch any cool moments fighting him either. It was really annoying. I kept missing my helm splitter. I did eventually land it on about my 3rd attempt, and it was quite a nice one to be fair, as you can see here. One of the coolest moments we did catch is we did manage to get a Baroth and a Gyarados in a turf war, and Gyarados is that lame that it has the advantage, and it's still got body slammed. I mean, look at that, like, it's got it right where it needs him, and then he just gets slammed, like, how we Gyarados. At least do something good. And with one final helm splitter, Gyarados is dead. Back to our Stera, check out the gear, see what we make, see if we need to go back in again. So we didn't have enough materials to make both the weapons and the gloves, but thankfully it wasn't another Gyarados part we needed, it was just to guide your whiskers. So I flew into the expedition, sorry, hunted a couple of Gardew, carved them, got the whiskers, left. I did want the water attack and the water sword for the next hunt, because it's weak to water, so why not take advantage of that. And finally, before we moved on to hunting the next monster, we did a few side quests. So we had the clutch core training one, which is honestly quite boring, and we also had the cool one where you get the capture tutorial and it teaches you how to capture monsters, which is helpful for later on when I actually have the things to capture monsters with. But with no traps and no trunk bombs, it's a bit of a waste of time. But it's alright, I've done it anyway, I got the rewards. I mean, I didn't need any rewards, but it's just done now. And we head back into the ancient forest, ready to hunt our next monster, which is the amazingly designed Toby Kadachi, our favourite flying squirrel that will shock you. Yep, electric, awesome, hence the reason why I want the water. Now, to start the fight off, Toby did have the advantage. He was throwing us around quite a bit, but thanks to a well-timed dodge and him knocking himself over like this, we got some good damage off there. We start with a spirit slash combo, and this is probably where the battle kind of changed for us. We kind of run out of top ever since then. We got a nice little double helm splitter here. We got the helm splitter, knocked him over there, and then took advantage of that, got some damage off, and as he's about to get up, got another one in and exhausted him. So we got some more damage off there, and then when he went back to his nest, up on the tree, and I feel like this is probably one of the coolest moments, hitting him with a slinger and opening up like that. The only thing that made me a little bit sad about this hunt was the fact that the kill was so underwhelming. Here we got the helm splitter, it was brilliant. If we only had a little bit more damage, it would have been amazing, because just after that, a little poke finished him off. But, you know, can't complain, we got the kill, no cards. Back in Asteria, we unlocked the ancient tree, allows us to farm resources a little bit better. We put in honey, so we've got an infinite honey farm going on at the moment, and lets us make mega potions. And of course, we head up to the smithy and check out the new gear for Toby. But Toby does have an electric longsword, and he also has some elemental armour, but unfortunately, didn't have enough parts to make them both. So, in order to start making a thunder set, we have to head back in. Back to Toby we go. When we're hunting this time, we get a second tier 4 of the game. This time we get Toby and Anjanath. So we will be hunting Anjanath next, but he quite obviously wants to make us aware. He's a threat. Look at him, absolutely slam Toby, and because of that damage, it does make it quite a bit easier to kill Toby. We kill him faster, which is always nice. Partway through the fight, Jaguar stands up as well, but doesn't really do anything. And we do finish Toby off with a nice little clutch bar strike. So, clutch on the tail, strike with a weapon, job's a good one. Now that we've got the Katachi gear made, with the Thunder Element build starting to go along quite nicely, we head back into the ancient forest and we fight what is one of my top 3 monsters of the game. A big dinosaur that spits fire. What's not to like? And the fact that it was the first wall that most people encounter on World, and World was my first game. Anjanath did kick my ass for a while, and when I finally beat it, it was such a moment, and I think that's why I just enjoy him so much, is because he's always been that wall, and when I first overcame him, it was just pure joy of beating him. And first fight with Anjanath, and honestly, he was a lot easier than I remembered him being, probably because I'm more skilled than I used to be. I mean, this turf wall probably helped as well. Didn't even realise what was going on until he picked him up and dropped him on the floor. Yeah, so Rathalos picked up Anjanath, dropped him, did a hell of a lot of damage for me. Obviously made it easier, but it was moments like this where I just managed to get those hits in that just changed it. Like, out of enrage there, no fireballs, like some nice helm splitters. Unfortunately, I'm still not down with the counters yet, so it did miss some opportunities. But look, even Rathalos came in there to clutch again and helped. A little bit of extra damage there. We did eventually get the kill on him. It was a nice kill. It was obviously a helm splitter again, but just some of these moments, I'm just starting to feel like I'm starting to get the longsword. At least the damage side of it. Helm splitter into helm splitter out of the stun. It's just all starting to come together. And then obviously we do the usual thing, head back to Asteria, go up to the smithy, check it out. We didn't have enough for the helm and we didn't have enough for the sword. So guess what? We go back hunting. When we got back out the ancient forest, it took us 2 more hunts in order to take it out. But unfortunately, in those 2 hunts, we got 4 veins. Stupid moments where we just carted and carted and carted. But we didn't fail any of the quests, and in fact, I actually started to use a new combo, which got me up my spirit slash faster, and it also allowed me to counter in some places as well. So we finally started getting some of those counters in there, which is obviously good. It means we're improving and we're hitting them counters. So we got some of the phase slash counters in there, and we also got some of the spirit slash counters in there. So all around, we improved. And towards the end of the first hunt, things got a little bit chaotic. We had a turf war with Rathalos and Anjanath, where Anjanath once again got picked up and slammed on the floor. And then Jagras decided that he wanted to come along and play as well. So yeah, awesome. And with the Anjanath finished up with his weapon and the helmet in order to start building a fire build, we finished up a few more side missions. So we had one, what we're showing here, is to catch the Baroth, and we had another one where we had to run around and collect some account materials in the Wildspire Wastes. So with both of those finished off, it just means that we're making sure we're unlocking everything as we go along, different bits of equipment we can take in with those, different bits of food we can cook before we go on to a quest. And with those done, it means that we've ready to move on to the Zorah Magdaros battle, which is honestly the worst monster in this game. Full stop. And the fact you have to do the same thing twice pretty much, it's horrible. So once again, thank you very much for tuning into the channel. I hope you're enjoying this series, and honestly, I feel like I am making more progress with the longsword. I'm not sure if I'm going to get my target done of getting this done before Wild comes out, but you know, we're going to give it a good try. Thanks very much. Until next time, guys. Bye for now.